Today is Wednesday, November 5th, 2025. Welcome to the Survivor Fans Podcast. I'm Jawann.
And I'm Stacy.
And this is our recap of Survivor 49, Week 7.
This episode was titled Blood Will Be Drawn. It was spoken by Rizo at Tribal Council. Previously on Survivor, Jawann tells us it's us versus Yellow, original Uli versus original Hina. And Shannon, Jawann, and Sage have plans, but Shannon doesn't know that Sage's plan is to feast on her like a wolf, and Shannon is out. Back at Kella on night 12.
Jawann says it's,
I love you all.
Yeah, I love you all. And it's me and Sage and Steven. We're going to take out the top dogs on the Uli tribe.
They are locked in. Steven says this is pure bliss, and he knows there's lots of luck on Survivor, but he's happy the luck's on his side.
But they are going after Nate, Savannah, and Rizo.
Mm-hmm. Were you surprised?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it was kind of bold coming from them, huh?
Yeah. I just thought that they, I had no faith at all that Jawann would keep it together and
do
stay
anything
on track. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't trust anything he was saying. So
come on, he's got the taglines. He's going to flip the script.
Yeah,
this is Act 2, the merge.
And he did good, but I had him going home just because that's what I wanted. I thought, I don't know who's going home, but I'd like to see Jawann go home. And so I thought, okay, that's enough for me.
A solid plan. I thought, now, if you three hit Rizo or Savannah right out of the gate, that would be something. I think I started to get my expectations up a little bit in that direction. Jawann says they're going to blend into Uli, but they're going to change the game.
Well, it was well executed, surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
So I like being surprised. I mean, I don't like that Nate was gone, but I liked seeing the blind side. I mean, I like Nate, but
you can't help yourself. You just zoop right to the end.
What?
No, never mind.
Well, you should stop trying to change me.
I'm not trying to change you.
It doesn't work.
I am going to note that you jumped to the end again.
Okay, well, I was looking at the roster.
Mm-hmm. Day 13. It's Paul's fault. I get it. I know how this works too, Paul. I've been there.
Oh, poor baby.
The boats are arriving. Drop those buffs. Nate is excited to meet back up with all his original Uli tribe. Bounce over to New Kella. Is that right? Or is it New Kella?
Just go with
Kella 3.
Just go with Kella.
Drop your buffs there. MC is ready to play, but she's got a little bit of a quandary. She's got a beware advantage that has not matured into an immunity idol, and she still has no vote. And Sophi B is excited to flip the game once again. And I guess I was most caught off guard by Merge Beach was Kella Beach. I did not think they would do that.
Who said I would not be surprised if they did that?
Someone on listener feedback?
Mwah.
A super fan?
Uh-huh.
In the LF show?
All that. Yep. Because that's, because they did it and you were so sure they would. They're not going to do that. The two tribes are going to be Uli and Hina. They're not going to make it, Cal.
Yeah.
And I thought, I think they might.
Yeah, but you'll do that just because it's the opposite of what I said.
No, that wasn't why I did it.
Okay, what do you think about Bua, the Bottoms Up Alliance?
I do it, but that wasn't why I did it. Yeah, I thought that was kind of unique. They gave themselves a name.
Yeah.
And
going to come from the bottom and take over.
Wasn't sure that that they really would, but
and it's not just because Jawann was part of it, but neither Sage nor Steven is inspiring of that kind of an upset to me.
Well, I just didn't know if they would hold it together once they got back with the other people.
Because how did they behave when the boats got there and people were starting to greet each other? They just laid up there in camp.
At least they were strange together.
Yeah.
And they all felt it, and they all didn't know what to do. So maybe they don't feel threatened by each other yet.
I didn't expect them to have their story together. Did you?
I hadn't really thought about it, but I thought it was a really good idea to get everybody on the same page before they saw the people again. And so that if they got split up and a lot of people started asking questions, they were all telling the same story about what happened. And I think they totally bought it, don't you?
It seemed like it, although Nate's alarms, he said, were going off when he didn't see Shannon, so he was eager to hear this story.
Yeah, but I think he totally bought it.
And so, yeah, the question hits quick, what happened at Tribal Council? And Sage says, well, you're not going to believe this, but Shannon got snappy, and she was targeting Jawann. I guess the paranoia set in. I think that really helped sell it.
And she's just completely a different person. Than what we knew. It was so strange. And the really nice thing is that Nate is the first one on jury, so he's not going to be able to talk to Shannon. So he's not going to know any different. They're going to go with this throughout unless one of them tells.
Yeah, which if they were to end up there at Ponderosa with Nate, I'm sure they would. They'll be dying to share that little secret. But Nate's eager to regroup what they have of Uli and get a controlling alliance going. And Savannah assures Sage that she's good.
That didn't go over well at all, though.
With Sage, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because of Savannah's delivery.
Yeah, she didn't come across as genuine, I didn't think.
And she did seem to accept Shannon as a driver of chaos, though, so... And Savannah knows that she needs Sage and Jawann, so she's ready to let bygones be bygones. And
that's the only reason.
They weren't part of the original core alliance, but she's glad to have them for the numbers now. And Sage knew that. Sage says, Savannah sees me as a number, and that's why Savannah should be the next to go. Her instincts are solid. She is picking the right targets that represent the greatest risk to her.
I think so, too.
Okay, another boat arrives. Time for a challenge advantage. So they got to run out into the jungle, collect keys, and one of these keys is going to unlock the box that they also brought. And inside of there will be an advantage that can be used in the challenge the next day on day 14.
Yep. And who wins it?
Well, we had a nice no bueno montage there of everybody rushing in and not getting it until Sage actually does.
There you go.
And she qualified it when she explained it in her confessional. Not that I want to be all woo-woo about this, in a nod to Shannon, I think. But she said she knew she had the key. And she's proud of herself for getting the advantage. Well, but that's just luck.
Yeah, but sometimes you have that intuition. Sometimes it's wrong.
Yeah.
But sometimes you do. You just know. Or you think you know, and then it...
Well, you might as well say that, because if it does break your way, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Feeling.
Yeah.
Feeling.
All right, it's day 14, time for some sunrise time on the beach. Everybody gets up to watch the sunrise together and socialize.
Mm-hmm.
And that's, Rizo is all about the business. He wants to
It is a beautiful
get down
time
to
on
it.
the beach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sunrise or sunset.
Ready to make some maneuvering, and he right out of the gate wants to target your USB. Sophie S is in the crosshairs.
Well,
and they've got the numbers as far as he can tell.
I was kind of cheering at that point that, hey, Rizo could go.
Yeah, they've got the original Uli and Sophi B, and that makes 6. So they're gonna control the vote as far as he can see. But Jawann knows that something different is possible, that they're about to get played.
And then we see Alex and Sophi B.
Mm-hmm. Finally sinking back up.
Who are we going to work with? She wants one side.
How did they wait a whole day to do that?
The other. Well, maybe they didn't have the opportunity. They're going to be very suspect if people see them off together. And especially if they run right to each other. And, well...
I mean, they are original tribe members, and it isn't that big a deal.
Yes, but they also don't want them to. They still. Old Uli wants to make sure that Sophie B is still tight with them.
And
so I think she handled it, trying to bring Alex in. They seem to even be open to that. So
well, they were, because it was yet another number to solidify the majority for them. But her presentation, her laying it out to him, basically her argument was, hey, it'd be dumb not to go with the old Uli group.
Yeah.
She didn't do a good job.
No, she didn't. What I liked was Alec sharing with us after.
Alex, yeah.
Isn't that what I said?
It sounded like Alec.
Well, it is Alex. I didn't say Alec.
Okay.
I don't think. Anyway.
We're both extremely tired.
Yes, we are.
It's all possible. Yep.
Yes,
he was ready to play both sides, wasn't he?
Yes, and that he was playing both sides.
Shoot, why is he playing smart? I need to make a decision about my USB.
Well, so do I. And I had already decided, I think I'm going to have to let Sophie go, because she's just been too purple this entire season. But now she's on the right side of the numbers.
Yeah.
So it's like, because usually I won't let go of a USB 24. If they make the merge and it's that far along, I'll usually hang in there just to see. But I had decided that I might do it differently this time until she ended up on the right side of the numbers. Now I have to think about it all over again.
Yeah. You know what Savannah's thinking about?
Savannah.
Chicken. She's named them Teriyaki and General So, and she's ready to eat one.
I do not blame her.
Yeah, and
she didn't mind a bit cutting their heads off.
No, she's all past it. She's good to go.
I think there's a double message in there.
Sage certainly picked up on it. She's like, I am not keen on this murdering thing, but it seems to come awfully easy to her.
Yep, and the blood didn't bother her a bit, so I think she can get blood on her hands.
We see Sage talking to Sophie S and telling her, you are a huge threat, and they have decided you are the target. And that tells Sophie S that she needs to win immunity to erase that target.
They reassure her that they're with her. Okay, so still it's day 14 now, and we're on to the
As of the sunrise.
reward challenge.
I was just going to say, I liked, just before that, they were all gathered around camp, and Savannah said, hey, look, this is the jury, and there's a millionaire sitting here. I thought that was a really good moment. I liked that.
I missed that. Where was I?
You're taking notes.
I guess so. I totally did not hear that at all.
Yeah, or you were focused on your USB wondering, and we got a quick confessional with her before the challenge where she said, yes, she really needs that necklace to feel comfortable. She's feeling the heat. Okay, back to where you were. Reward challenge?
Yes, merge. Official.
Yeah, now they get the official
New buffs and
proclamation from
everything.
Probst.
They did not have to earn their buffs. I liked that part.
They just had to earn the merge meal.
They had to earn the meal. I didn't like that part either.
I was hoping that they were going to get the big merge feast of
the
old.
merge feast. Hide a clue somewhere. The old time. Let everybody get in there, eat, enjoy, get to know each other a little bit. Watch who everybody's
Overindulge.
talking to.
Yes.
Yeah, all of that. Yes. Yeah. So I was a little disappointed. It was fine. I just kind of wanted it the other way.
So they're going to run the challenge in 2 stages, we learn. The winner of the first stage will win the meal. They're going to split up into 2 groups of 5. There is 11 at this point, so that accounts for 10.
And
they're going to have to dig a large ball out of the ground and then roll it through an obstacle course. Along the way, they've got to get a machete and do some chopping. And then at the end, they climb up on a platform and solve a survivor word puzzle.
okay, that was not the and I was expecting, but okay.
You're expecting the and associated with
And-
Sage's advantage.
No.
No. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
And they have the opportunity, not just to win the feast, to play for individual immunity.
Right. Only the winners of that
Yes.
those two teams, whoever solves the puzzle.
Set you up for that, and you flew right on by.
Right on by. Yep. So they get a shot at individual immunity, which is a totally separate challenge, a classic, albeit a little boring, but we'll get there.
Jeff doesn't usually say right up front. I don't think he ever has said, and this person will be the first on jury.
Right. We're usually anxiously listening right at the end to see if he says it.
Yes, when the person goes home and he says, and they're first on jury or something.
Right.
But I was very surprised he announced it right there. So.
And he reminds them that spots for season 50 are up for grabs, and that inspires Kristina. She tells us it's time to kick it in gear.
Now it's time to really play. Not just play, but really play.
Make a career here,
Yeah.
Trope said.
Career? Okay, that's weird.
Your survivor career. Okay, so we find out that Sage's advantage allows her to skip the first challenge, hence the 2 teams of 5. She automatically gets the merge meal, so actually got something out of the advantage.
Yes, and gets to play for immunity. So that's pretty sweet. That was a good advantage.
Yeah, it was actually beneficial and
Sometimes
was a little
it's just
significant.
like a first leg, you get a little small advantage, and it doesn't always come to anything.
It almost
amount
never
much,
is significant.
But this one was like, all right, that's sweet.
That works. Instead of having to guess who wins, you automatically get a meal. Okay, so the yellow team is Nate, Steven, Rizo, Soph, and Sophie. Of course, both of them end up on the same tribe.
Of course, but they worked it out. That worked for me, Sophie and Soph.
Okay. And the blue team is Kristina, MC, Alex, Savannah, and Jawann.
Now, the blue team started out in the lead.
They were doing really good. Good teamwork.
The strength, and they got the ball over the hump. And
There was a lot of obstacles they had to cover with that. That was, I think, the primary difference this time with that. We've seen them have to dig out and roll the ball around before and crisscross through the course.
Has there been any challenge that MC was in where she did not go
Do the
up
climbing.
for whatever
Right.
they were after? In this case, it was the machete, but she does it every time.
Yeah, she's good at it.
She is good at it, but you don't usually see somebody do it every time. But okay, and Alex did the chopping.
Yep. Alex chopped, and then Nate. They both got it in one chop.
Yeah, and then the blue was the first tribe to get up to where they had to climb over the ball and get up on the platform to do the puzzle.
Yep. And MC didn't just climb up and get on the platform. She stayed up there and helped everyone else get up.
She's done that almost every time, too.
Contrast that with Nate, who just got up and went up on the platform. He's like, I'm up.
He's like,
The rest of you
"Yeah, I'm
get
not
yourselves
as
up
strong
here.
or as young as her. I'm not doing that."
Yeah.
They're liable to pull me back off of there.
So we end up with Kristina and Jawann on the puzzle for blue against Nate and Sophie S for yellow. I saw Jawann working on the puzzle. I didn't remember Kristina being particularly good at puzzles, but they did seem to be doing okay.
Yeah.
But when Jawann was there, I thought, oh no, he's going to walk into it and knock it down at some point.
That made me very anxious because I thought, oh yeah, they're going to win, yellow's going to win, and then it was like, oh wait, blue's winning, and then it was like, wait a minute, they're both neck and neck, and so it got exciting all of a sudden, and I was like, no, I don't know who's going to win, and then they just got in. Jeff said about 1.5 seconds. That's as close as it gets, pretty much. So. I liked that. I did kind of get a thrill out of who's going to get it.
I didn't understand how Kristina and Jawann got turned around at the end, why they couldn't get the last 2 places sorted there. It seemed strange, like they were confused. Something was off. I'm going to have to go back and watch that.
It was Kristina and Jawann. So, though they did okay up to that, but I was surprised, I have to admit.
And Sophi B was instrumental in that win. What are we calling her, Soph now? She was the one who figured out what the word puzzle actually said. And that's always huge when you get that. And Alex was quick to copy, so he kind of evened it out.
You
on
bet.
That. Yeah.
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah. All right. So yellow wins. We got Sophie, Soph, Nate, Rizo, Steven, and Sage that will be moving on to the immunity challenge and getting the merge meal.
I thought they were going to go eat first and then have another challenge later.
Yeah, we came back from commercial and we're headed right into the immunity challenge.
Okay, we're doing that now. All right, then.
Yeah, so it's classic. You got to stand on this balance on a narrow beam, and then you got to hold a pole and balance a ball on top of that pole on a little platform.
And do it while you're very exhausted after already performing a challenge.
It starts wide at the top and gets more narrow. There are 3 stages they go through: 5 minutes on the first stage, 5 minutes on the second, and then to whoever wins once they reach the most narrow portion, and where they're holding the balance pole at the very bottom.
I thought a lot of them were going to drop right out the gate.
Yeah, we had the classic montage and who it saves, a lot of the saves, and then Rizo ends up dropping out.
First out. That surprised me.
Oh, yeah? Well,
Yeah.
he said it's too sweaty.
Okay. Okay, Rizo went out first and Sage went out second.
Yeah, she made it into the second stage.
Though the first stage, she was the one person just not moving.
Locked in.
And then the second one, boom.
Yeah,
Done.
moved to that second stage and she's out.
Third person out was Nate.
Yep.
Then Soph, Steven, and Sophie for the win.
Yeah, that was a nice showdown. I mean, as that always happens there at the end. And they did make it to the final stage.
Well, and I did like that then they had to, it shook up the old Uli because they had to scramble.
Their target was safe.
Yes, exactly. And so I did like to see that.
So your USB gets to be the first to wear the new necklace. Did you like that immunity necklace with the shark on it?
Sure.
Said that was a tribute to her mom, who was a fierce competitor. All right, got 6 headed to the feast and 5 headed back to camp. MC is not happy.
She is very nervous having no vote. She says, I need my idol and my vote back. So we know what she's going to be doing back at camp.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of that, at the feast, Sophie is very happy. This is like the best day possible for her. Got that immunity necklace and all these other things are coming together.
And Sage is just enjoying it, but plotting her revenge on the top 3.
She plotted some crop dust in there too. She was passing gas
I see.
at the feast table, which we later learned was a charcuterie. Is that how you say it?
Charcuterie.
Yeah, charcuterie board.
Yep.
So that's what, meats and cheeses?
Meats and cheeses and crackers. And
There you go. That's why she's so gassy.
Sometimes fruit. Whatever.
Rizzo surmises that Savannah is not happy. She did not get the feast. Nate said he's feeling confident. They've got the majority as far as he knows.
I don't think anybody questioned too much about when MC said, look, I just need a little bit of time alone. They seemed to kind of buy that she was just upset and frustrated that she wasn't getting to eat.
I don't think Savannah did. She put a tail on her.
Not Savannah, but yeah.
Yeah.
Jawann did.
Okay, so MC's got to go down to the boat, she reminds us, and dig around the bow of the boat. She does that, and she gets a map. And then we learn that MC is not good at following directions.
Yeah.
She's not good with maps.
No.
Yeah.
I thought, who would she even ask for help?
Steven?
Yeah, but he was at the, he
Right.
wasn't there. He was
Right, but she's got to
eating.
get it. I was just answering your question.
Oh, okay.
She's got until
I
they go
meant
to
out
tribal
of the group
council.
that was there with her.
Gotcha. Okay.
Ones that weren't eating.
Well, Savannah answered that question.
Oh, yeah, me.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I like you. I want to work with you.
Uh-huh.
She wasn't buying any of it.
No, MC's
I
a little
like
too
that.
savvy for that, huh? Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, she not buying
If you're
it
going to
today.
switch your USB, who would you choose?
Ooh.
Tempting to choose MC, huh?
Well, for real. And early on, I wouldn't have hesitated. But it just kind of depends. I don't know how much clout she has with everybody, but I do know that her and Steven and Sophie, were good at one time. And if they, that could be something that could come back together toward the end. You don't know where it would go. You get so many of one tribe out and then kind of see where you go.
Savannah is not good at hiding her intensity.
No.
MC picked up on it quickly. She said, I do not trust her. She has evil, gleaming eyes. Savannah may be the monster of season 49.
Savannah gave it up when she dove for the keys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a nice moment, wasn't it?
Yeah. No.
I thought that had happened during the advantage search for keys.
Yes, we did, because when that came up, we're like, oh,
And they're just not showing it.
That's where that happened. It's there, but it wasn't.
So it was like a surprise,
Yes,
to see it happen right then.
Oh, that's where it happened. Because we thought, they were fighting over, and they were fighting over a key.
Yeah.
But it wasn't the key.
It's twice Savannah's done that, find the actual key. Yeah. Okay, but she eventually goes back to, Savannah eventually goes back to camp, and MC gets her idol. It's
kind of a moot point, and at least MC knows, okay, fine, everyone will know that I have an idol now.
Yeah.
So that's out, so I don't have to hide it.
And her vote is restored.
Yes. That's the most important part. Her vote was restored.
I did like what she said. She absolutely did not want to go home with an idol in her pocket. None of those season 46 shenanigans.
Well, and so you see Sage and Sophie and Kristina, they're all talking, and some of them really wanted Rizo or Savannah to go.
Well, when they come back from the feast, Rizo goes straight to Savannah and starts whispering.
Well, yeah, that's why everyone assumed that he would play the idol for her. Do you think he would?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
He implied that he might play it for someone else, but at Tribal, but he was a little more sly with it.
Given how he talks, he absolutely wants to make big, splashy moves, so I would not be surprised to see him play it for Savannah.
But Sage was pretty adamant. She wanted Savannah out, period. She considers her biggest threat at this point. And she's going after whoever's her biggest threat.
Kristina, Sophie S, had different ideas. They want to go all in on Nate.
Okay, and of course, Savannah does tell Soph about MC's idol.
Which is important, because Soph has knowledge is power.
Yes, she does.
Now she knows where both idols are.
Though I like it that she did not share that with Savannah. She's keeping it to herself. And that's very smart. But Rizo tells Sophie and Jawann, is talking about, as long as you have my back, I'm not going to play my idol. And I really do think that he thought at that point that, Jawann was with them. And but then Jawann goes and tells Stephen, so we should go after Rizo and get rid of him, and then the idol would be back in play and we could get it.
Yeah, which was good.
Yeah,
and that was primarily because they had pivoted to Stephen as the vote since Sophie was no longer an option.
Well, that's the thing that's such a surprise with Jawann is sometimes he just seems to be clueless. And then other times he's like right there in the strategy. It's like, okay.
You never quite know which one you're going to get.
Exactly.
Well, at least that's how the edit has made us feel.
True. We don't know how much of that is.
I loved hearing him say he wanted to target Rizo, even though I had Rizo safe. I thought, yes, that would be the move.
Yes.
To send him packing with an idol in his pocket. Yes, make it so.
Well, we like to see big things like that happen. So, but like you said, old Uli wants Stephen out. And that's the last we're left with before we come back to Tribal Council.
Well, they did a quick pitch too, going around again, and what the targets were, because you don't really know which way they're going to go. We saw Jawann talking to MC as was on the Next Time on Survivor last episode, where they're looking at making a big move and going after Rizo. And of course, Sage says again, I want Savannah gone. And Kristina says again that Nate is the safe vote. Yeah, I was merging Nate and safe. Nafe. Tribal Council Night 14. MC, Kristina, and Sophie S get fire because this is their first time there.
Yes. I didn't realize, who hadn't been. But
Probst asks them what they think about shifting into the individual game. Stephen gives the classic response, yeah, there's all these potential new relationships.
Opportunity.
Yeah. And there's the original tribe bonds that can be really strong. And then there's the swaps that complicate everything.
Exactly.
He did a good breakdown there.
Yeah, I like that. And nobody is at this point sure where the lines are drawn. And that's a fact.
Yeah, so your talking point becomes, and that's what we're going to find out tonight, which
Right.
several people hit on that. But Jawann tries to make a film analogy. He says it's a horror film, which Probst loved because that meant he get to talk about the survivor monster. He's never let go of that idea.
And then he questions Sage, and she's like, hey, Jeff, big groups are a horror movie for me.
Yeah, that was good.
But she said she thought things would be shaken up tonight, which could have meant anything for either group. So I like it when it's more generic, and that even if they're making a move or doing something, they're not really giving anything away. I don't like it when they say
Except
something
Rizo.
that warns them.
Rizzo's warning them. He shows
did,
the
yeah.
idol and says he'll play it tonight. And that's when we got the title, Blood Will Be Drawn, wore the red shirt in honor of that.
Yep, blood will be shed tonight. You're right, and it was one of your people. Oop.
And Jawann picked up on that. Yep, horror movie blood. And he needs some popcorn. He was trying to hit Probst up for popcorn.
Yeah, I know. And Nate says, and this made me wonder when he said, people that are outside of the vote will know where they stand tonight. And I thought, ooh.
Great line.
It was a great line, especially since he was the one. Okay, Savannah.
Doing her reporter thing, pitching Probst. Yep, she's all about the forming their survivor career tonight, and season 50 is on her mind.
That's right.
She's angling for it. She knows
Going forward,
where the big
Probst.
stakes are. Yeah.
I can do it.
I didn't think there was going to be an idol played. I was surprised when MC did that.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about, she said she needed to do that. I was caught up on, is Sophie going to take somebody's idol, or is Sophie going to take MC's or Rizo? She going to just, Sophie. She could just going to sit back and wait, bide her time, because nobody knows. That's just awesome. I love it that she can do that, because she hasn't told anyone.
And we learned that Rizo, what he said before, was just a bluff because he's keeping hold of his idol.
He didn't play it at all.
Okay, so here we get the count off. A vote for Nate, a vote for Stephen, a vote for Nate, a vote for Stephen. 4-4, and then it shifts.
Boom, 5-6, you're out.
Yeah, 5-4, yeah.
No, I mean 5-6 votes, and 6-4, you're out.
Yep, and Nate is on the jury, first member of the jury. So if you had Nate going, you got an extra point. He was worth 2 points tonight. Yes, well,
I had a 3-point week, so...
What did you think of the Merge episode?
I enjoyed it very much.
Yeah, I guess I did too. It was a little flat somehow at the same time. I'm glad it wasn't the bungled mess that it's been in the past.
Well, it's kind of what I was more expecting.
And it doesn't feel like we're in Mergatory. So, I mean, they can still split them back up and send them to different islands and do all that silliness.
I don't think they're going to do that.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I think at least I'm hoping we're going to continue to get tribal councils where everybody but one is vulnerable, and it's big groups, 10 and 9 and 8 and all that.
Yeah,
so
that's how I expect it to go. And wow, I thought Savannah and Rizo, maybe even Sophie is in shock right about now.
I would imagine they were, yeah.
It's like, oh my.
We only had 4 of us working together.
Now we know where we stand.
Yeah.
And we do not have the numbers.
And Alex did not vote with Soph.
No, he did not.
So he did what was best for him and ended up on the side of the numbers.
He's not sitting on an idol, because she might actually take his just because she
Oh, if she knew? Yeah.
If she thought he was voting. We don't know. We didn't see anything to that effect. But, they're on the outside of the numbers, which I don't know why Savannah feels like with being in the minority now, she has the power to get revenge on everybody.
Well,
It's like, well,
she's kind of playing a storyline, right? She's just totally embraced this is where you make your career. This is how I get on season 50 kind of thing. So that's the right thing to talk up if you somehow manage to pull it off.
yeah. So I guess we'll see where she's
in the see it to be it phase. Yeah. I didn't expect them to be the underdogs. I didn't think the numbers were going to go that way. I thought they were going to go in their favor. So the Sage, Jawann, Steven thing was a surprise and a big shift.
I thought they could stick together, but I really wanted to. And when it came time, and I was
Well, how did you feel
tired.
about him at the end of this episode, though?
Better, actually.
Yeah.
To see him strategizing and following through with plans and
Succeeding.
feeling like he really was making a commitment. And I think they really do feel like this bottoms up alliance is they're going to hang in there with that. Now, it could change, and we all know that. But, at some point, Stephen shouldn't want the two of them against him. But
Jawann wanted to get out Rizo. Sage, at least at one point during the day, as they were playing.
Savannah, yeah.
Sage wanted Savannah. Kristina said Nate was the safe vote, and that's where they ended up going.
well,
what does that
that's what
say?
I said, too. So,
What does that tell us?
well, that they listened to the voice of reason, that if they didn't think he would play it for Nate, and they really thought either Rizzo was going to play it for himself or Savannah,
His
Nate
whisper
was
buddy.
there.
Yeah.
And especially if, now it didn't happen that way, but I thought especially if he says he's playing it, then we can actually get rid of his idol and take out an alliance member instead. So I thought it was a really smart move, and but I was surprised that they made that choice just a little bit. I do think it was the wisest choice to be safe, that they didn't get popped the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
But again, like I said, I really liked Nate. So hate to see him go, but I enjoyed your elimination.
Yeah, it's going to make a good jury member, I'm sure.
I think so too, and he's very logical, and I think he'll have fun and enjoy himself doing it. I think he'll chill out and just enjoy.
Yeah. Next time on Survivor, see Savannah and Rizo talking, and Savannah says, this is after that tribal council, right? It's at night. I can't trust any of these freaking people. They have no idea what's in store for them.
Coming with them.
Coming with a vengeance.
Vengeance.
Yeah. Cut to Sophie, Sage, and Jawann. Same night, I guess, since they're in the dark and they're laughing and talking over on the beach somewhere else.
And now we hear Soph say to someone,
Well, they cut to Sage, so...
Yeah. She's picking on you.
Mm-hmm.
We're thinking she's talking about Savannah.
Right.
Is picking on Sage since they flashed her picture.
Well, and then Sage says that Savannah's like a mean girl, and she can be a mean girl, too.
Says she is a mean girl, but I can be a mean girl, too.
Mm-hmm. And then we see Soph and Sage and Savannah at the well talking.
Yeah.
And Savannah, in a confessional after that, says, well, she's the one with the knife that's doing all the stabbing.
Yeah, it's not me.
How am I the bad guy? Yeah.
And Jawann tells us his worst nightmare was Savannah the savage.
Uh-huh.
Because I think she could intimidate him.
Yeah. Has. Yeah. Well,
But I'm still not sure what that wanting to use her stuff is, if that's some kind of strange crush
right.
or what. But we'll see how that works out.
Yeah.
But Nate said he's happy about how he played, and he's happy to be on the jury. So
Yeah. If you're going to go out, the blind side is the way.
that is true.
How about a JSFL update?
All right, we have 3 people tied in first with 35 points.
Down to 3.
7 people lost their USB. 90 people lost a safe point. Me.
Mm-hmm. Me too. And it wasn't because I was playing bold. I just hadn't used him
Go
as
ahead
safe.
and tell that. It was sweet.
Well, I hadn't used Rizo, Savannah, or Nate at all. I had zeros on them for safe. So I thought, okay, let me get some easy safe safes. Yeah, that broke in a
Well,
way I did not
and
anticipate.
I did the same thing. I thought, okay, there's 3 people that I have only chosen one time, but all the other people I've chosen twice. So I chose those three people, one of which was Nate. And then I thought, I don't think Alex is going anywhere. So, and I'd picked him twice. So I
Kind of
added
mirrored you.
him.
I did the same thing with Soph.
Yeah, it's like,
I didn't
wow.
think she's going anywhere. Yeah.
Well,
I just
that's
had
kinda
this
weird.
vision
We
in
were
my head
phase.
that they were in control and they were going to have the majority. I did not foresee it the way it came
Okay.
together. That was a nice surprise.
Okay, and there were congratulations to 22 people who earned the 2 points for first on jury.
Good job.
Side challengers. Rebecca is still in first with 35 points. With 34, Anderson and Jeremiah. 32, Parker. With 29, Johnny. And with 27, Justin and Stacy.
All right, we're holding it down in the
Still
basement.
in the basement.
This is what, my 4th
I don't know, babe.
week losing the save point?
This has
Goodness.
not been your
Season?
strong start.
No, we got full points as the start. That was strong. Then then I think
It's
the
all
next
downhill.
time. Yeah, then it's been for me all downhill from there.
Well, it's all that
Good
bold
stuff.
play.
Yeah, that was not what was going on this
week
time
was
though.
a fluke.
Yeah.
It was, and for me too. But
Yeah. Well, that's what we thought. That's our recap. And we're looking forward to hearing your thoughts on the Merge episode. If you'd like to join us in the next listener feedback show, you can call and leave a voicemail at 206-350-1547, toll free 844-643-8737. You can always record your own audio and attach it, or you can write it up and send it in an email to Jawann and Stacy Show at gmail.com. Feedback's due noon Eastern time on Saturday, and we ask that you try to keep it in that 3-minute range. Looking forward to your thoughts on the Merge. How did your assessment of the Castaways change after this week's gameplay? Who impressed you the most? Who do you think's playing best, and who's in jeopardy of being voted out next? And you got to make a decision about USBs if you're going to stay with your USB 24 if you still got it, or if your
this is your
USB's
one opportunity to change it.
if your USB's been voted out, then you'll want to choose a new one. Curious to hear your thoughts on.
Yeah, do I give up my 24 points for Sophie or and switch to somebody else for 10 points?
Yeah.
Or do I stay with Sophie and take a chance? And if yours is already come out of the game, then you can choose a new one for a possible 5 points if they do win.
Yeah, there's still points to be had.
That's true.
You hit the reset button, as it were, here after the Merge.
But you'll have to enter that this week only. And Steve has updated. When it updates tonight, it should be ready for you to make that choice as soon as midnight.
Looking forward to hearing your thoughts. Who's your USB?
Yeah.
Who are you focused on? Because I
And-
got to make a decision if I'm going to stick with
Yeah.
Alex or not.
Yeah.
He is not in the main line, the focus right now. He's on the
Neither is
periphery.
mine. So, but then you got to decide
I don't know.
who's really going to be running.
Sophie S and Kristina are the ones that really sort of called the hit on Nate. And
Yes,
they
but
got
last
what they
week
wanted.
Sophie wanted to vote out Christine.
Yeah, a little bit erratic.
And,
Yeah.
But I kept envisioning this whole, before the season started, that Sophie, Stephen, and MC would be bonded and working together and go to the end.
Almost.
But that's just not happened.
Yeah.
But it could. They're still all there.
You're going to have to noodle on that.
What if Jawann, Sage, and Stephen are, if they keep their alliance hidden, you know, that they have the bottoms up, and it's like,
Well, Nate
how
knew
far
that
can they go?
Sage and Jawann did not vote with them, so he figured that out immediately. So I think the others, it won't take them.
Oh, Nate figured it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sure, once you see the numbers and where they went, then you have to assume that it wasn't Rizo or Shannon or Sophie B. That,
Right.
so.
Well, we're looking forward to hearing your thoughts on the Merge episode, week 7. Anything else?
Nope. We'll see you back here on Saturday.
Have a good one.